Hari Om, warm greetings and best wishes on this auspicious Parva of Holi. Holi is one of the most vibrant, beautiful festival of India. This is known as the festival of colors. So there are different aspects to this great festival. There are social aspects, there are religious aspects, there are spiritual aspects. This is the day of forgiveness. This is the day of friendliness. This is the day of oneness and equality. There are many stories behind this beautiful festival. One is very famous. That story is, Holika was the sister of Hiranyakashipu, and Holika had a blessing that she will be never destroyed by fire. So every day she used to take bath in fire. She used to enter into fire and she used to enjoy fire. So when Hiranyakashipu was not able to destroy Prahlada, he called this Holika and said, take this boy and enter into fire. So the fire will not burn you, but the fire will kill, destroy this boy Prahlad. Taking this order of Hiranyakashipu, Holika took Prahlada, kept him on her lap and entered into the fire. But alas, by the grace of Lord, the Prahlada was protected and Holika was burned down. What it shows that the bhakti, the devotion to Lord, it can overcome all negativities and truth, satyameva jayate. So it's a very beautiful concept. And in India, there are different parts of India. What they do on this day is the previous night of Phalguna Poornima, they actually do the dahan. So around a week before, on Phalguna Shukla Ashtami onwards, people start to collect logs of wood and make it into a pyre. In some places, it starts even from the Vasanta Panchami, Magha Shukla Panchami. For 40 days, people start collecting wood and make a big, huge pyre. And a small image of Holika is made with wheat flour or such a combustible objects, and keep a small idol of this Prahlada in the lap of this Holika. And then they keep this everything into the pyre, and then they do worship of this pyre, chanting a mantra, Asrikpa bhayasam tastraihi kritatvam holi balisaihi atastvam pujayishyami bhute bhudi pradabhava. And then they light the entire pyre and children shout and make great merry. It's a great festival of joy and merriment. It's believed that the entire pyre, of course, will burn down the Holika, and the image of Prahlada, which is made by some metal, will not be touched. So it shows the destruction of evil, the destruction of negativities. And next day, they gather the ash from that pyre and then they apply to their body, and then they play with gulal and the different colors to enjoy this, the destruction of evil. And Prahlada is protected, the protection of bhakti, the protection of hope, the protection of, all positive emotions and qualities. That is what actually worshipped and enjoyed and celebrated on the next day, which is known as the Dhuli Vandan. So that is the one aspect, one story behind this great festival. There's another very famous, not that famous, but very interesting story, that there was another rakshasi, a demoness, very, she used to eat children. Was very strong and very terrible rakshasi. Her name was Dhundi. And she used to live at the time of Prithu Chakravarti. There was a great king, Prithu, and this Dhundi rakshasi used to be there in his time. So she got a very unique boon, vara. That is, she can be killed or destroyed only by the pranks and mischiefs of the children. So it's believed that on this Phalguna Poornima, she was burned down by the pranks and the mischiefs of the children. There's another story behind this festival. Now, there is one other aspect of Holi. This is known as Navanna Ishti Yajna Parva. That is, after the harvest, this day they cook the new rice, new grains, and that cooked grains of that new harvest is known as Hola. And this is offered to the Lord, this is offered to the Agni. So, this day is also known as Holi, because this is the day the new grains are cooked and offered to the Lord. And there is one other very interesting story, that they believe that this was the day Kamadeva was burned down by Sri Parameshwara. You know, Kamadeva, Bhagavan, there was one boon for Taraka Asura, that only the child of Shiva and Parvati will be able to kill this Taraka. So all Devadas were trying for a matchmaking between Shiva and Devi. Shiva was in meditation, and on this day, Mara, the Kamadeva, was able to shot his arrow to Shiva, and because of that, he was burned down. All Devadas prayed to Bhagavan, and it's believed that he gave back life to Kamadeva as Ananga, without a body. So on this day, in different parts of our India, our Bharatvarsh, they worship Kamadeva. They make a mixture of amra, the mango leaves, and chandan. They make a mixture of chandan and mango leaves and offer to Kamadeva, and that is taken as a prasada. So this is another aspect of our Holi. And there is a historic aspect also. This 10 days from the Holi onwards, 10 days used to be the official grand festival of Vasantotsava. 10 days of national holiday. We can see this in the works of Kalidasa, Bhasa, etc. 10 days were only for the merriment and enjoyment of people. So these 10 days from Holi onwards, Phalguna Poornima onwards, 10 days used to be grand festival. People used to really enjoy their life. So this is also another historic aspect of this Holi. There is another very interesting aspect to Holi. In the eastern parts of our country, in Bengal and Odisha, there is a very unique festival. On this Holika, holy day, they actually worship Bhagavan Sri Krishna. This is known as Dola Poornima. Bhagavan Sri Krishna's idol is kept on a cradle, actually in a swing. Bhagavan's idol is kept on a swing, and then they worship Bhagavan, and then they, 21 times, they actually rock this swing. So this is a very grand festival in the Vaishnava Sampradaya also. And that's the day. Actually, this Phalguna Shukla Purnima is the birthday of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Jayanti also. See how many things in one great day. Now, there is another aspect. Sometimes people think that it's a very, new festival, it's a very public festival. Of course, this is a very public and very new, very beautiful. But the history of Holi is one of the most ancient festival of India. Actually, they say that there is a Brahmana. Brahmana means that which actually explains how to do the Vedic rituals. There's one Brahmana known as Tandya Brahmana. Tandya Brahmana is the Brahmana of Samaveda, both Gautama and Rayaniya Shakha. Their Brahmana is known as Tandya Brahmana. In Tandya Brahmana, there are very interesting some aspects. Tandya Brahmana explains how to do Soma Yaga. One Yaga where Somalata, Somarasa, the essence of Somalata is offered to the fire. Somayaga is of three kinds: Ekaha of one day, Ahina for a few days, and Satrayaga. Satrayaga is a Somayaga which actually will be for 360 days. You see, 1 year. So such a long yagas used to happen in our India. So on this day on this festival, when it is it will be ending on the Phalguna Shukla Purnima day, what is we call as the called as the Holi today, the previous night, okay, where we actually burned the fire, that day is known as Mahavrata. Because tomorrow we are going to, to close a great grand yajna which lasted for 360 days, and that the previous night used to be a big party. in the sense Vedic party, okay? That day all the different chantings of Veda, the Veda Samagayakas, Udgata, Prastota, Pratihidya, Subramanya, all of them sit together and then they will have a great concert of Vedic mantras, of Sama mantras, Samagana. And not only they are chanting, but they say, Tandya Brahmana 5.5.18 says, Sarva Susraktishu Dundubhayo Vyadanti. That day, everywhere, the entire village should be vibrated by the place of Dundubhi. Drums should be played. And 5.6.15 of Tandya Brahmana says, Parikumbhinyo Marjaliyam Yanti Idham Madhu Iti. Ladies, they should keep pots on their head and should dance, chanting that this is Madhu. This entire yajna is Madhu that will give great prosperity and happiness for the entire society. So, this is a great day of joy, and people play veena. Some different kinds of veenas are played on this day. So this is, next day actually what happens is the entire Agnishala is given to fire. This actually represents the ancient custom where the entire Agnishala is given to the fire. There's another beautiful item also happens in this day. That's known as Abhigara Apagara Samvada. Two people, they make lots of fun to each other and the entire system of governance is criticized and lots of jokes are cut. It's actually there in the Vedic tradition. And Sarvatvacho Vadandi Samskridascha Gramyascha. There will be lots of great discussion going on and lots of merrymaking also. So, then Kule Annam Kriyate, and each and every house they will cook new rice and different dishes, and that Madanotsava and Vasantotsava is done. So actually this is a day of great festivities where people play with colors. People used to do abhisheka of milk and honey to each other. People used to beg for forgiveness. Sometimes 1 year long yajna is happening, small things might have happened. So they ask for forgiveness to each other, they embrace each other, and then they smear different colors, gulal and other colors to each other to denote the end of a great yajna, which actually brings this idea of Vishwam Bhavatu Ekanidam. May this entire universe be like a small nest which is connected to each other. So, that great tradition of our Vedic yajna, Vedic Yagya is continued in a different way, and today we really relish this great thoughts and understandings, and we do the festival of this Holika. The Holi festival, which is a day of great enjoyment, great sharing and caring. May Bhagavan's grace be with us to give up all negativities and to build up friendliness and to give up all kinds of negative feelings, all kinds of negative emotions, and to have a friendly life. So, this is a great occasion for us to forgive and forget, a great occasion to enjoy the life, a great occasion to share our happiness and to bring hope and good wishes to this entire universe. May the Lord bless us by removing all negativities from our heart and give beautiful color to our life. Thank you very much. Happy Holi to all of you. Hari Om.